Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be giving an update on the QUANT coin, ticker QNT, just giving a bit of news about what's been going on recently with Quant, general crypto news, as well as a slight technical look at the graph. And I must say I am not by any means expert on reading graphs, so take what I say with a pinch of salt. I'm just going to look what I think, judging by the graph and where I think we are headed in the coming months. But before we do get into the video today, guys, if you could like and subscribe to the channel, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Sorry, I'm on a goal to get to 2,000 subs. So all the support that you guys give me will help me get there quicker, help boost that YouTube algorithm and get my videos out to more people. So taking a look at the price of Quant first, we can see it's currently at £71.09 as I'm recording this video. So in the last hour, we're actually down 1.02% or 73 pence. And in the last day, we're actually up 1.58% from $65 low to a $72.69 high. Slightly down in the week, 1.67% down or £1.21, with a high of £82 in the last week. And then in the month, you can really see the damage that has happened to Quant in the last 30 days. So a high of 140 and actually reaching a low of £61, which is pretty incredible considering where Quant was just a few months ago. And I must say, getting in these prices, in my opinion, is an absolute steal. I do think this coin and the project in general has a massive future, and there's a really great community. So shout out to the Quant community as well. And then in the last year, you can see obviously we're up 216% despite the huge drop that we've seen pretty much since it reached there, like a roller coaster ride, up and down. But so now we'll sort of take a little bit more detailed look into the graph and the price of Quant and where I feel like they could go from here. So we can now see on the graph on Trading View the general consensus of Quant. So I'm basically looking from 2022 here. We can see then the volume, there's not been a lot of volume considering what there was when they got to the high of £300. A lot of 200k volume there, which is more shares being sold than bought. And again, you can see the candlestick, we're seeing red for pretty much a lot of the time. And what I've noticed about the main consensus of the graph, we cannot find that sort of solid support line. It's sort of been dipping, rising a little bit, dipping even more, etc. And where we can see here, where the start of the red trend with the candlesticks, that was pretty much when the crypto market in general was going down. And from judging off that graph, I still don't believe that Quant has hit the bottom yet. I still think it could end up being around $50 or $40 before we see any sort of recovery. We need to see a sort of little pattern forming where we could like lift off. But judging from this graph at the moment, I do not think Quant is done falling. But I do think once we sort of find that solid support line, we could end up sort of slowly, gradually moving back up. But at the moment, as you can see, the consensus of the graph is mainly down. Also as well, it's worth noting the volume is nowhere near as high as what it was. 200,000 trades, more coins being sold than bought. And the green days, it's still not been very high. So it's going to take a while for this to get back going again. But as we've seen in the crypto market, anything can happen. So if we just sort of go back to September 2021, when they did get up to the highs, we're seeing volumes of around 500,000, 400,000, and it was all good. And then since then, obviously, like I just said, it's been nothing but down really, with slight few ups, but mainly downs. So in terms of Quant news, as we can see now, just looking at a tweet that Quant sent out around about a week ago. So the overleger project version 2.1.6 has been released, and it'll be focusing more on laying the groundworks for enterprise grade smart contracts. So the new release includes architectural changes for upcoming smart contract functionality. So on the 19th of January 2022, Quant Overleger is the world's leading blockchain gateway, providing interoperability between blockchains and single APIs. The Overleger 2.1.6 establishes the architecture that will be used to automatically create and grade smart contracts for payments. So if you're not sure what a smart contract is, it is basically, the easiest example is to use when you're making a transaction, either via a bank, paying for something, or buying some cryptocurrency. That is the little code that makes it all happen, basically. So the fact that it can connect many different can't even think of the word now, such as banks, paying on banks, connecting banks to, say, Amazon when you're buying something, that lower code will help the interestability and make things run more smoother. And as well as that, we do get a little bit more of a look at Quant's next update, which is 2.1.7. So again, just reading a bit more into it, it's focusing into smart contracts. 2.1.7 update are highly secured and tested, developed by the team of PhDs and verified with the customers. They are designed for financial services applications, including credit or debit card payments. So this goes more into how we know Quant are going to be working with banks such as like Barclays, obviously any more major banks we know, as well as Visa, MasterCard, linking in with all them sort of companies and banks. So it's batched for payment execution with other controls for institutional use. Quant smart contracts will be production ready, meeting iOS TC 307 standards for blockchain. We focus on making blockchain technology easy to use in the overleger 2.1.7. So of each, I do love Quant's transparency every time they do an update. I do feel like it's getting better and better each time. And again, working with the banks and other companies as well, such as Visa, MasterCard, all these different payment services, it was nothing but good for the future for Quant. And I do feel like Quant, once it gets the recognition it deserves, we will be seeing those high figures in the coming years. But again, Quant is one to be patient with. It's not going to make you rich overnight, but I do believe we'll see good returns in the next 5 to 10 years with Quant. Being patient is all I think that matters. So that is pretty much it for my update video of Quant today. Just let me know what you think in the comments if you own Quant, if this video's inspired you to try to take a look at Quant or invest in crypto in general. As well, don't forget, smash the like button for the algorithm, as well as comment. Obviously, the more views, comments I get, the bigger my channel gets as well. So I'd appreciate the support, guys. So on that note, I'm going to leave you to it today. Take care. Bye.